What's up, YouTube? This is LA. Nothing in my car works. Car's paid for. Nothing in the car works. Except the engine. The engine works okay. Thank God for that. A little bit rough though. I think I'm going to clean the mass air fuel sensor today. And I think I might replace the front bank 2 sensor one with the same brand as my bank 1 sensor one. Because I read that the computer, sometimes the sensors send data a little bit differently. I mean, like right now it's idling pretty smoothly. It's idling about 800. I mean, for a car with 250,000 miles, it runs pretty well. You try to show me an American car, show me your average American or German or Swedish or whatever car with 250,000 miles, and I'll bet mine runs at least as well. But then, motors and machines are a lot about maintenance too. You could have a 1973, Dodge Dart or whatever, and if you maintain it and you take care of it, maybe it'll be okay. But Chrysler, I'm never buying a Chrysler product. Dodges are a piece of crap. Never buying a Jeep. Never buy a Jeep. Jeeps are shit. Buy a 4Runner. Buy one of the new generation 4Runners. I mean, they're V8s. They kind of suck gas. You really... I broke the transmission on it, but my 2.5 liter Jeep Pioneer was actually a somewhat decent off-road vehicle, and the gas mileage was pretty decent. But the thing with Jeeps is they ride like garbage, because those solid axles. If you want to do, honestly, a Subaru is a better bug-out car than a Jeep, because you'll get better gas mileage when you're not off-roading, but you still have all-wheel drive. In fact, there's a really funny video I watched the other day. They're out in the dunes, and there's always at dunes, there's some big hill where everyone's the hill climb hill, right? And the Subaru just mobbing up this hill. It's not like going 100, but they're going at a good clip once they get into it, and then they're just flooring it on the way up. And the thing with all-wheel drive or four-wheel drive, and Subarus are typically all-wheel drive, is that depending on your limited slip stuff, you can still have 2 tires slipping. So my old Jeep Pioneer, I didn't have any locking anything. No locking hubs, no locking differential. So I could have a front tire slipping and a rear tire slipping. So there's power going to the front axle, power going to the rear axle. But depending on how you're doing, if you have a front tire slipping and a rear tire slipping, you got nothing going on. And that's really crappy. And you might say, well, what if I had rear lockers? Well, rear lockers are nice when you're going uphill because more of the weight's on the rear of the vehicle. But let's say you're pointed down something and you want to back out and it's steep. There's going to be very little weight on the rear, especially most cars are front engine drive. So, unless you have an all-wheel drive Vanagon or something. So when you're backwards, you're not going to have a lot of weight on the rear. So the point is, all 4x4 systems are not created the same. Some have limited slip, some have locking hubs, some have electronically engaged limited slip, some have, hydraulic, some have electric, some have hydraulic, some have manual. my preferred method would be something like a limited slip rear differential with manual locking front hubs. And the reason is you want the rear, it's nice to have one axle be automatic, but the limited slip allows you to still turn corners without screwing up your tires on the hard stuff. So if you're off-roading on something that's like tighter packed terrain, you know, like dirt, or I don't know. The thing is, if you're going between dirt and street, which isn't always that likely off-road, the limited slip is better than locking hubs in general. But then with the front locking hubs, if you're completely off-road, you know, you lock them and you just leave them locked until you go back on the street. I tell you, I need to take this car off-roading, and the only problem in LA is that obviously there's not a lot of places to go off-roading around here. Uh-oh. We got the super ladder truck and the normal fire truck. They're both on their way somewhere. But yeah, I need to go off-roading this. In fact, one of my buddies who is in near San Diego right now has a real off-roading truck, so him and I could go and kind of help each other out if one of us gets stuck. I can't remember if he has locking hubs or what his deal is. Two fire trucks and two paramedics. Something must be messed up. By the way, I don't know what happened to the prices at Del Taco, but I just spent $6.54 on 3 items. Ridiculous. Usually the chicken rollers are $1 chicken rollers, so I have 2 chicken rollers, each with a slice of avocado, like 50 cents or something. So usually it's like $1.50, $1.50, plus the iced coffee, which is usually $1. So 3, 4, plus tax is like $4.60 something, you know. But she's telling me $6.54. I'm like, what? And he's like, well, the chicken rollers are $1.50, then the avocado is 50 cents, and the iced coffee is $2. So the iced coffee doubled, and and the price of the roller went up 50%. That's why I bought the goddamn house. I'm telling you, man. Hedge against inflation. See? $6.54. I hate it when you try to shop in the value menu, and then depending on where you go, the value menu is a different price. That kind of defeats the purpose. Like, it's a decent value at this one and a better value at this store. I don't know why they can't just standardize their shit. I might have to leave them a 1-star review and say that they raised their prices. It's because of their location. And whoever owns this Del Taco is a greedy bastard. So. But I'm still hungry, so I need something. Got up early and went to the beach this morning and played in the surf. Can't really claim. Wow, there's definitely something going on over there. Played in the surf. Tried to catch a couple waves. Didn't really do that well. The beach that I was at, the waves kind of break quickly and they travel towards the beach kind of quick. So it's like, you got to catch it really quick. And it's got to be kind of like a good sized wave. And then they break directly towards the beach. So like you're just riding. I mean, obviously you're always riding towards the beach, but sometimes you can ride along the beach a little bit. This beach is just not. It's a really crappy surf beach. There's a couple areas where the sand is a little higher, so the waves, you know, you can kind of ride the wave a little bit more along the beach. I saw a couple surfers get a couple decent rides. But yeah, I'm also in really bad surfing shape. Not in great shape in general, which is something I need to work on. In fact, I need bicycle tires for my stupid bike. I'm gonna order them on Amazon because I'm so tired of trying to find them at Walmart or Target or something. Because most 26-inch tires are mountain bike tires. Man, I need some freaking gas too. Damn. And I was just kind of closer to my favorite gas station. That's shitty. Maybe tomorrow. I drive like 10 extra miles to save like 30 cents a gallon on premium or something, but you know, times 20 gallons. I just hate paying more. I hate paying more for the same product. How are you gonna have? It's always, excuse me. It's always made me crazy that gas at different places is different amounts, and